Hey guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, today in this video, I'm going to describe how you can buy a property in India as an NRI or OCI while staying outside of India without traveling to India. So I'm going to share my experience in details and I hope this is going to help you out. So make sure you watch this video till the end. But before I proceed any further, please subscribe to the channel if you have not done. So I'm going to describe this in a very point-wise manner. Okay. So let's proceed. So the very first step I would say, even if you don't have a plan to buy it right now, or if you have a plan to buy it after some time, is that to update your bank account details. Update your bank accounts. I mean, you should convert your existing accounts in India from resident to non-resident. Okay. So I would suggest strongly suggest that you have an NRO account. If you want to open a new NRO account, that you can also do. If you want to convert your existing account in India to NRO account, that also you can do. Okay, it could be with any financial institution, but I would highly recommend that you go with certain financial institutions, those who have very strong IT infrastructure. Okay, that is going to be helpful for you. Okay. So even if you have not updated this status during the process, they will ask you to do. Okay. So it's always good to have this before so that it does not stop. Now, next step is, the actual process when it begins, and this is going to be very stressful for you in some cases, property identification. So now when you search for a property, there are so many options, right? There are so many websites like 99acres.com, makan.com, and indiaproperty.com. There are so many websites where you can search. But in order to avoid any kind of scam, you should have a relative or a trustworthy friend who can actually go to the location and see what exactly the property is and if the photos, the details that have been shared really match on the ground reality. Also, check the background of the builder. I mean to say is that do your due diligence. There are so many steps that you can do online from outside India, but there are certain steps you cannot. So take the help of your relative or friend who can actually find out if you have RERA number for the property or not, etc. Okay, just to avoid any scam or issue. All right. So now I assume the property has been identified. Now, because you are not going to travel to India, someone on your behalf is going to do the transaction. Okay. Now, there could be two situations. One is you are going to pay everything upfront without going to bank loan. Okay. While it could be, I think, less in percentage, some people do. But again, it depends on your financial strength. If you're not rich like me, then when I say like me means I'm not rich. That's why I had to go for bank loan. So I had gone for bank loan, and then there are some additional steps that you need to follow. All right. So now, in order to obtain a bank loan from outside India, as I did, and in order to get your property purchased, you need to have a power of attorney. This is the most important document that you are going to need because someone who is in India, it could be your relative, it could be your friend, and there are some agencies too that offer such services. So in my case, it was my relative who did this for me. Okay, so they first of all, they should be very much trustworthy. Okay, they should be ready to do this for you. So you need to identify someone who can actually do this for you. Okay, now once you identify, getting the power of attorney document ready could be stressful. Few points you should understand. Okay, that first of all, the country where you are living. For example, I am living in Canada. Okay, so Canada is the signatory of Hague Convention. Okay, I'm just like, I don't want to write something, I'm not sure of the spelling, but there's a Hague Convention. So because Canada is part of Hague Convention and India too, that means as a Canadian citizen, If I am getting a power of attorney document here in Canada and I'm getting it apostilled by relevant authorities, it does not need to be attested by the Consulate General of India here because I am a Canadian citizen. If I am an Indian citizen, be and my status in Canada as a PR or something, then it needs to be attested by the Indian consulate. But because I'm a Canadian citizen, this requirement was not there. So this you need to identify. This information you will find on your relevant local Indian mission website that based on your circumstances, do you really need to be attested by the Indian consulate or not? If not, it's even better because one step is out. Anyway, now power of attorney document. While lot of attorneys, lawyers here in Canada also offer the format, the wording, I would strongly recommend you get it from a lawyer who is practicing at your property's city. I mean, local lawyer in India, I would say. Local lawyer in India. So let's say you're buying a property in India from a city named City A. So there's a lawyer who practices in the court of City A where the property is going to be registered. He can provide you a format, okay? Because you don't want to use a format that someone there say, oh, we don't accept this. Oh, there's some shortcoming. Oh, something is missing. Such problems may happen anytime, right? So in order to avoid that, if you get a format directly from India, that's gonna be better. It will have placeholders for you and your if you have like a partner also, like your spouse or something. Otherwise, just you. Now, if you're going for bank loan, then this power of attorney should also have the text about applying bank loan. And when they do this, make it like financial institution. Do not write any particular bank name. For example, if you write SBI, let's say in power of attorney, then that document can be executed only for procuring a loan from SBI. But if it's written as financial institution, then it can be executed against any financial institution in India. So this is really important point that you must know. Okay. And wording, like as I said, should clearly identify all the information. If you need the power of attorney format that I have used, write down your email address in the comment and I'll try to share with you. Then next is gonna be you need to get it notarized. Okay. So in order to go to get it notarized, I went to a lawyer here, okay, who's authorized to do this. So basically, the apostille process is a two-step process. Step number one, the local notary or lawyer does your verification. So in my case, my Canadian passport, my Canadian driving license was like attested, verified by the lawyer. I signed on the document in front of the notary, okay, and and it was provided with the seals. Now, once this is done, you go to the relevant authority to apostille it. So basically, the apostille office verify the lawyer. So here it is. When you go to the the lawyer verifies you. When you go to apostille, apostille verifies your lawyer, whether the lawyer who has done is registered, licensed or not. And then they emboss your document with an apostille certificate. So this is something you have to dispatch to India. Okay, dispatch to India. Now, in most of the cases, 20% of down payment you have to do, right, for a property. So, with the facilities like IMPS, wire transfer, and all, definitely you can transfer the money. And whenever you do that, ask the builder, whoever you're purchasing, or to provide proper receipts. They have to respond on an email also. You need to have those transaction numbers if you are sending online money because during the registration process, it will be asked in the court. So get the transaction numbers if you're transferring online and get the receipts also your relative can collect. That will also be required and have everything over email. Let them confirm that yes, we have received it. Definitely get that. And once you do the transaction, you can generate online receipts, screenshots. So save everything. They are gonna be useful. Okay. Now, once this is done, you can contact the financial institution or your relative can contact too, and they can begin the process. So, what they are going to do, They're gonna send a form to you, okay? Loan application form. Okay. The documents they need is gonna be your passport. Your if you are not a citizen, your visa and other things. Otherwise, OCI, PAN card, your in my case Canadian or whatever country you are, 1 year bank statement, your 6 month salary slip. This is to do in employment and other income verification. Now, for employment verification, they are going to do some additional steps. They are going to ask your employment letter and they will send an email to the contact, the business. You're like, if you get it from your HR mail address will be there. So they will send an email to the HR and HR has to respond that yes, this information is correct. And they will also ask you to use your business email to send an email to them so that they can verify your income. So your employment. So employment verification will be verified in these two ways for sure. This is done. Okay, fine. After this, they will review your profile and if things go fine, they will ask you to send the form to them. Okay. So when you send the form to them, you'll be sticking your picture, signing, and you're filling all the details. With them, you need to provide the signed copy of these documents that I have written here. Okay. So form and these documents, you need to provide signed copy, but this will they will ask only after your employment verification is completed. But yes, some banks can do that verification after this as well. Okay. All right. Now this is ready. Okay. Now by this time you have already made 20% payment and this loan approval. So with this banks actually once the loan is approved by the bank's sanction, then its time is to do the registration. So your relative or your power of attorney, I would say, needs to go to the court, get it registered. Okay. And once the registration is done, you will get the registration document. So you need to submit the original, your relative needs to submit the original registration document to the bank, but yes, definitely make some copies before that. And then bank will issue you the check in the name of the builder or whatever, like owner, whichever percent it is, 80% or whatever. Then with handing over this check to the builder, you get the key to the property and your closing is done. But yes, before closing, there'll be some like paperwork that will be done by the lawyer. So there'll be lawyer fee also. So, but yeah, these are very minor things, but overall, this is the process. Because your lawyer will be involved in other steps too by while reviewing registration documents or and some property ownership documents. Definitely your lawyer will be involved and they will get their fee too. And when you go for registration, you need to pay for government stamp duty and other fee also. And after this, you're going to get your key and your loan will start deducting, I mean, payment, and the house will be technically yours. But again, because you're not traveling to India, you would still need your relative to take care of the house. Okay. So that is how it works, guys. Let me know what you feel about it. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.